All right, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day here, man. I got a big-time money game against a pro player. He goes by the name of TNC Civil. He's the Buccaneers club champion. He runs that gun split close as well. I haven't played it against it this year, so we're going to have our hands full without a doubt. We're running the run and shoot playbook on offense as well. So we're playing a offensive formation I haven't played before, and we're using an offensive playbook that I barely used this year. I normally run that Baltimore spread. If you guys are interested in that ebook, man, I'll leave the link in the description below. Patreon.com/Kmac703. You guys can purchase the ebook there as well. I'm actually going to add run and shoot, the playbook I'm running now, to that as well within the next couple of weeks. And then I also have an option there for one-on-one coaching and lab sessions if you guys are interested in that as well. But with that being said, man, this game is going to be absolutely wild. It's probably the wildest ending you could ever see in a money game. You know, really had to put our nuts on the table, and we'll see if it ends up paying off for us, man. It was definitely kind of a ballsy play call, but the game is super back and forth all the way up until the end. One of the most exciting games I've played all year, probably one of the most exciting games I will play all year. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. If you guys do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would help me out a great deal. I try to read all my comments and respond to all of them as well. That being said, man, I won't waste any more of your guys' time. Let's go ahead and jump into the highlights. All right, so here we go, guys. Like I said, we're playing Civil for the $100 pot. He won the first game. We fumbled on the kickoff very early in the game, went down, was a bit on tilt. Rematched him, though, won the next game, won the third game as well. So this is a big game right here. We either go up double what we currently have, or we go back down to even. So this is a super important game for me, man. I want to end the night on a good note. We're going to be taking on that New England Patriots playbook. He's running that split close a lot. He's got the two-back set. You know, it's going to be hard to blitz, but we're actually generating some really good pressure right there. He's going to take off with Lamar. Now, one of the things I noticed about playing Civil is he loves to take off with this Lamar up the gut. He's always stepping up. As you can see right here, the adjustment that I decided to make was spying someone in the middle, and then as soon as he takes that step forward, I'm sending my spy. So as you guys can see on every play, I have a spy. Every time he tries to step up, I'm immediately sending my spy, and the pocket is just collapsing. So it's making it really, really difficult on him. That's a really good adjustment that you guys might want to make yourselves if you're playing someone else who's really good pocket presence. You know, they're stepping up constantly and scrambling up the middle for a bunch of yards. But right there on 4th and 9, we try to get super adjusty. Played mostly zone this entire game, but we decided to cross-man a bunch of guys, get really risky with the coverage, and unfortunately, we give off a halfback dump off. I basically just messed up an adjustment. And then right here, Tyreek Hill on the fade. Troy Apke, you know, the budget goon. You know, he's super solid, but you can't really expect a lot from him when he's manned up on Tyreek Hill right there. And fortunately for us, Civil actually misses the kick. I don't know if his finger slipped or if it lagged or what happened right there, but that's actually a huge deal for us, man. That means if we get 7, especially in an offensive game, we just, you know, by default have a 1-point lead. So that's going to help us a lot going forward. Right here, we're going to run circle. We actually have X wide open. Lamar Jackson on the run, not able to make that throw. That's one of the things, man. You can use that dashing Deadeye ability or the roaming Deadeye ability if you want, but it's hard to justify spending that cap, especially in a spread offense like the one I run, where I'm mostly passing from the pocket. I do occasionally roll out and throw on the run, but you know, I don't really see the point in spending cap on an ability if I'm not going to use it almost every single down. So, you know, we just got to kind of hope Lamar makes those throws. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but we're on to the next play, man. Again, down 6 right here. We're going to use work done with that backfield master ability. Basically what that does is it gives him better route running, better catching, and it gives him 4 additional routes. So we're going to go ahead and put him on a table route, and if my opponent's backing off those clouds, man, playing super deep, stop the corner routes, stop the crossers, we're just going to attack underneath with that work done, man. He's an absolute beast. Unfortunately, I had to bench him yesterday for that new Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson is an animal as well. The only downside to Bo Jackson is he doesn't get that backfield master ability that I was talking about. So for that reason, I'm kind of contemplating going back to work done. The thing is, Bo Jackson is like 3 or 4 speed faster. So if you do want to run draw on inside zone and read option and stuff like that, Bo Jackson is obviously the move. But as far as catching goes, man, work done might be the best receiving back in the game. He's super solid. And then right here, the 146, man, generating a ton of pressure. You guys know how good 146 was last year. It's definitely back this year again. Generates some decent pressure right here. He's going to step up. I wasn't able to get my spy off. He's been no huddling. Don't really have a lot of time to adjust. So right here, we do have a spy, however. He rolls out to the right. We haven't seen that play yet. That was actually a really good play by my opponent to roll out, hit that corner down the sideline, get out of bounds. Again, right here, really good defense, man. We send the spy, collapse the pressure. Almost a pick. Troy Apke, not high enough zone to react. And pretty unlucky there to not get a tackle inbounds. Right here, corner out of bounds. We're just making it too easy on him. We got to do a better job of defending the sidelines. I just don't really want to give up a big play. But inbounds would be huge for us. Right here, again, that's got to be an interception, man. That goes into no man's land in between like 2 or 3 defenders. I need that to be an interception right there. Just end the drive right where it is and then give us the lead going into halftime. But unfortunately, he takes off with Lamar again down the sideline. Just not doing a good job of protecting the sidelines. And what did I just say, man? Just not doing a good job. The corner route, rollout, Jonnu Smith on the high ball. I thought a cloud flat would play that. But with the high ball feature being actually pretty good this year compared to last year, he's able to get over my head. Right here, he goes for the high ball again, but he didn't need to, man. All he had to do right there was just bullet pass it normally. It would have been a 2-point conversion. So, again, that's a huge, huge play for us. He's only at 5 now instead of 7. He should have just passed that normally, but the high ball, it helped him out on the touchdown. It killed him on the 2-point conversion. Right here, we're going to do a little bit of scrambling of our own. Lamar Jackson, again. A lot of people ask me about my pocket presence, man. I'm just, the second the ball snapped, I am always stepping up. I'm climbing the pocket, and then it's really nice to have a quarterback like Lamar. Even though my offense is based around pocket passing and not really around rolling out and throwing corner routes and stuff like that, it still is really nice to have this option with the quarterback mobility. That way, if the pocket collapses, if someone comes free, if he gets a really good shed, if no one's open, he plays really good coverage, I have the ability to scramble, and it just adds a whole nother element to the offense. If you have Dan Marino can obviously sling the thing, especially with that set feet lead ability that gives him extra velocity, but he just doesn't pose a running threat. Your opponent doesn't have to spy anyone, allowing them to have an extra zone in the field, which might make it easier for them to play defense. Right here, 3rd and 7, I decided to run. Not the greatest idea. I didn't really have an idea for a dot that I wanted to go to right there. Should have just taken my time, drew up a nice little route combo, and then right here, we're going to go ahead, quick snap him. Hopefully he doesn't get a spy off. He did not put a spy on the field, and as soon as I saw that, man, Lamar Jackson to the crib. Lamar Jackson has been a beast for us. Look at him dance in the end zone. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going for the 2-point conversion. I'm going to go ahead and pass here. He's kind of anticipating the run. We have potentially X or A in the back of the end zone. We missed the read, though, and our right tackle gets absolutely bulldozed. We're sacked before we can even think about pressing a button. And then right here, Troy Apke, user hit stick, clean squared him up, and Jonnu Smith with the recovery. I have fumbled so many times on the kickoff this year. That's literally how I lost my first game against Civ in this series. I basically fumbled on the opening kickoff for 6. Super, super unfortunate. Like I said, it happens to me all the time. I got to be more careful on the kickoffs, but that's actually the first time all year for me that I've forced a fumble on the kickoff. It feels really good to get that back, and we're basically just going to try to tote this rock, chew the clock as much as possible, and see if Eddie George can fight in the end zone here. Unfortunately, Eddie just doesn't really have any fight, man. He seems to go down to the first tackle every single time. He doesn't really run anyone over. And for that reason, man, I went ahead and picked up Derrick Henry and Bo Jackson after playing in this. Right here, Warwick Dunn on the inside zone. I really just wanted to chew clock again here. I anticipated that if I did pass, my opponent would probably put a spy, and I don't really have a great route combo from inside the, the 4-yard line. It's really hard to pass from that close. My best chance really was just running, hoping I got something free, hoping he missed up this gap shoot. Right here, we're going to try to hit stick with Apke again. Unfortunately, he's covering the ball right there with that RB mechanic. So, getting 4 and getting 7 doesn't change that much. My opponent still has to get 7. Obviously, if he gets 7 now, we lose, but he still has to score a touchdown. He doesn't have to kick a field goal or anything. And that's where those extra points, missing those extra points early in the game for him, absolutely killed him. He's got a pretty good opportunity, though, here. He has more than enough time. He's going to roll out here, hit the corner route. I was actually hoping he would catch that ball. If he caught that ball with the runoff in the game, he would have been forced to call a timeout possibly and had none left. On the very next play, though, he's going to go up top to Tyreek Hill on a fade. I was not expecting a fade from split close. That was the first time he actually did that to me. A really good play from my opponent, and then he hits that rollout corner again to Jonnu Smith. I had a really tough time defending that rollout corner near the end zone. It's just hard to adjust with how little time you have, and I just hadn't seen it before, so I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. Now that I've seen it, I'll know what to do against it in the future. I'll probably change my zone depths to about 10 so I can have my cloud flat set all the way back, and then have a route underneath, if he does that little table route to the running back. But this is not a very easy spot for us. We have 2 timeouts, 31 seconds, and there's runoff this year, so we're in a pretty tough spot. 3rd and 2 right here, nothing open. two routes over the middle, kind of right next to each other. Not the greatest route combo I've ever drawn up, but 4th and 2 right here. I actually really like my route combo right here. He plays underneath on the right, and he tries to shoot that little in route from the left, leaving the seam wide open for a big-time dot. We're borderline field goal range right here. I definitely don't really want to kick an ice kick, though, man. I haven't kicked any ice kicks this year. And, you know, the servers are really laggy, so you can potentially, even if you make it, you can potentially get lag and miss the kick anyway. 1st and goal from the 8 on the wheel. You know, we have a big opportunity here. We really have one shot. We cannot afford a sack in the end zone. We're going to roll out here. We have Y opening up late. We go for the high ball in the back corner of the end zone. Unfortunately, just a little bit too late. I had to highball it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead, just kick 3, tie it up. It's pretty impossible to miss ice from this close. Psych, I'm faking it. Lamar Jackson to the end zone. He fights forward. He was actually going to get stuffed by the safety, Adrian Wilson, but Isaiah Simmons comes from behind for the group tackle and ends up pushing Lamar forward into the end zone. So Civil's own player basically just cost him the game right there. Lamar Jackson with the crazy fight to win us the game. You know, I wanted to put my nuts on the table, and it paid off. All right, so as I said, man, just one of the craziest games I've played. You know, I had to go for it. I wanted to end the night on a good note, go up double my money, and it ended up paying off for us big time. But again, I hope you guys really enjoyed that video, man. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already to this point. It really means a lot to me. I love seeing the support you guys have been giving me lately on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube. It really means the world to me, trying to make Madden a career, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So thank you guys so much, man. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Peace.